Akay Flavors and Aromatics Private Limited. Ever since the dawn of modern civilization, Indian spices have been adding flavors and taste to human food in the world. Weaving success stories in natural spices, Kerala, the beautiful strip of land in the southwest part of peninsular India, is one of the most renowned source of natural resources. One of the most beautiful spots of this land with its unique charm is the area around Cochin, popularly known as the Queen of the Arabian Sea, and which also has the unique position in the World Trade arena as a source for value-added spices products. As the nerve center of the oleoresin industry in India, Cochin has nurtured only one manufacturer in this field with global predominance and reputation, Akay Flavors and Aromatics Private Limited. Ideally located in the International Freight Corridor, Akay Flavors and Aromatics is 30 kilometers away from Cochin Seaport, one of the oldest ports in India, and is only 20 kilometers from the Cochin International Airport. Supported by the international resources of its parent company, the ANP Group UAE, Akay Flavors and Aromatics have expertise in production and quality, acquired during its former partnership with Christine Hansen Group of Denmark, the global leader in natural food colors and flavors. This is one of the global production centers of the ANP Group, set up with continuous extraction plant for the extraction of paprika and other spices, in view of the increasing global demand for natural colors and flavors. The company has an annual extraction capacity of 12,000 tons of various raw materials, thereby giving more than 1,000 tons of finished products. The first unit of Akay was started at Pathanamthitta, about 130 kilometers away from Cochin, which is located in the spice belt of the foothills of the Western Ghats. Another factory is located at Thadas, north of Bangalore. The company has been awarded ISO 9001-2000 and ISO 22000-2005 by Bureau Veritas, along with Spice House certification from the Spices Board of India. All the products carry kosher certification, as well as it is suitable for halal foods. Akay is a 100% export-oriented unit, manufacturing oleoresins and essential oils, meeting international standards. There is a growing demand of natural colors and flavors in the food industry worldwide. Keeping in mind the changing taste of consumers around the world, the company has vertically applied to itself through innovative and imaginative steps. The research and development and quality control units are the finest in the industry, and they are equipped with state-of-the-art systems and equipments for the product quality assessment and development. This laboratory is recognized by the Department of Scientific and Industrial Research, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. The high-tech production process of the continuous extraction plant for the extraction of paprika and other spices underline the spirit of product development of Akay in order to meet the global requirement both qualitatively and quantitatively. After unloading and storing into the warehouse, the paprika bales are fed to the debaler, pulverizer and pelletizer. In this pre-treatment area, strong magnets are placed to avoid metal contamination. The paprika pellets coming out of the pelletizer moves along the conveyor belts to the continuous extraction plant, and the pellets are shaped into bed form on the moving belt of the extractor. Solvents are then sprayed onto this. By the time the paprika pellets reach the end of the extractor, the extraction of color is complete. The waste is then sent to the desolventizer, and the solvent vapors are cooled by passing through cooling water and chilled water condensers. The solvent recovered is then collected in the solvent feeding tank and recycled for extraction. The mixture containing solvents and color, called micella, is collected and sent to two micella holding tanks. The micella collected in the tank is then subjected to 3 stages of distillation. Here in the first stage, micellar containing about 90% of solvent is passed through the first rising film evaporator, where 60% of the solvent is evaporated. In the second stage, 20% of the solvent is further removed in rising film evaporator. Finally, in the third stage, balance 10% solvent is removed in the agitated thin film evaporator. These 3 stages of evaporation minimizes the contact time of micellar with heat, thereby minimizing color degradation to the minimum. The crude oleoresin is then collected in these 2 tanks. The crude oleoresin containing both color and capsaicin is then passed through a high-speed clarifier to remove all sediments. Later, this clarified oleoresin is mixed with alcohol and passed through a liquid-liquid centrifuge. In this process, the capsaicin and the color are separated out. Both the color layer and the capsaicin layer are separately desolventized below 25 ppm to make paprika oleoresin and capsicum oleoresin respectively. A pilot plant for supercritical fluid extraction is also operational. Akay can now produce around 600 tons of paprika oleoresin and 150 tons of capsicum oleoresin annually in the new factory. The factory at Pattanamthitta has got 2 batch extraction plants, each with a capacity of 12 tons and 6 tons respectively. Plant number 1 is meant for extraction of spices like black pepper, nutmeg, celery, ginger, mace, clove, etc. Whereas the plant number 2 is exclusively dedicated for processing turmeric. The company also has a pilot plant for solvent extraction at Pattanamthitta. Here, trials for new products and process improvements are undertaken. Besides sourcing raw materials from traditional local markets, Akay started backward integration into cultivation of spices through contract farming both in India and abroad. Akay has global presence through its sales offices in Germany for Europe, Beijing for China, and Yokohama for Japan. Besides having long-serving distributors in major markets, Akay has also established its own warehouse and sales office in New Jersey, USA to cater to the customers in the American region. Continuous technological improvements and effective management have enabled Akay to achieve prompt delivery of products to the market. New standards of productivity, teamwork through empowerment, and avenues to be explored for creating new spices products are all here. Today, Akay has a new vision and mission and a new global arena to conquer through better understanding of customers' choice worldwide. Akay Flavors and Aromatics Private Limited, Cochin, Kerala, South India. Email akay@vsnl.com. Website www.ak-group.com.